Hello everyone and welcome to the Maven Dojo. We just had the Yujiro Hanma trailer as the second guest character for Tekken 8, and the reaction for the Tekken community has been overwhelmingly positive, but not without controversy. So this character has a lot of potential. I think he's actually a really good fit. He's not using swords or magic or guns, any of that stuff, and he also has like a very cool, very disrespectful personality. And it's also genius because for marketing wise, Baki has so many memes, you know, with him like doing the rock paper scissors or the cooking imaginary foods, or there's so many memes that even if people are not a fan of Baki themselves, they're like, oh, I remember that guy, I've seen that guy before. It also makes sense because most of the guest characters we had in Tekken 7 were actually villains. So we're almost having this tradition of just having a lot of villains as the guest characters. And there's a lot they can do in characterization, you know, from like his iconic splits, that's gotta be an intro. You know, they can do the imaginary cooking for like an intro or outro. But my biggest worry is about his fighting style. He doesn't really have iconic moves to draw from. Because, I don't know if you watch the anime, but most of the time, he's just watching people fight and talking shit. And whenever somebody challenges them, he just humiliates the other person. We have never seen him fight, much less lose a fight. In the show, he never really fights with his full power, so we don't really know what he's capable of. So when it comes for him to actually fighting in Tekken, they're gonna have to pretty much create a moveset kind of like what they did with Negan in Tekken 7, or they do like the same thing as Slayer from Guilty Gear, where he's fighting, but at no point he's like serious about the fight. So when you KO him, he doesn't really like, and fall on the ground. He just sits there like chilling. There's also the controversy because canonically, he did commit rape. So I'm sure Twitter is not gonna make that into a big deal or anything, right? Now, I'm not gonna sit here and shit on either side of this discussion, you know, because obviously that can be a touchy subject for people. And if you disagree, I think you should do it respectfully, you know? But at the same time, you know, Tekken characters have a history of committing the biggest atrocities imaginable, you know? Kazuya has a move named Patricide Fist that's killing your own father. Heihachi tried to kill Kazuya multiple times. Jin literally started World War III. And Marduk on that outro on Tekken 5 also alleges to it.
I always get what I want.
But it's allegedly, you know? But you also gotta be respectful of people that, you know, they don't want to cross that line. Not controversial, but another thing that I keep seeing people talking about, for some reason they keep trying to say that Yujiro would be a best character than Tifa. And I find that discussion so stupid. I just gave you my reasons why I think he was a good pick, and I also gave you my reason why he's a bad pick. All I'm gonna say is that Tifa doesn't have any of the bad side. I'm just saying. That's all I'm gonna say on the subject. Moving on. But overall, I think this is a big W. This is also contributing to almost a comeback that Tekken 8 is trying to do now with the Season 3. I think the developers restored a lot of good faith with revealing him as the next guest character. And I also think that the fake leaks we had, you know, with Jun's brother or some shit, or the guy from Sword Art Online, kind of make that reveal more hype, because our expectations were right in the bottom. So I think Tekken 8 is on the right track right now. But besides Yujiro Hanma, they also been showing a lot of Kunimitsu. There are videos already with her whole move list. IGN put out a character guide. So let's talk about her a little bit. Kunimitsu, from what I've seen, she looks pretty good. I'm really happy that she lost her full crouch down forward 3. I mentioned on one of my last videos. I would have taken out the counter hit on the slide and I would have made it plus instead of 0, but that's a nitpick. But overall, she looks really good and she doesn't look overpowered as she was in Tekken 7. But the main thing for me, it's not even Kunimitsu herself, it's actually the balance patch. This balance patch also has to hit. We just now started to build some momentum, right? We had the 3.1 patch that was good. The guest character reveal was also really good. So we need this patch to also be amazing so that, you know, keep the momentum going and Tekken can actually be in a better spot after the disappointment that the base Season 3 patch was. So let me know in the comments below if you like Yujiro, if you are going to buy the Season 3 Season Pass. My next video should be the how to punish Kunimitsu, and don't forget to do the like button, and I'll see you on the next video.